Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, this is one of the most exciting top 25 matchups of this season. Honestly, Oregon versus Ohio State might be two of the most talented rosters in all of college football. College football playoff implications on the line. This one should be massive when Oregon takes on Ohio State. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Offense in a bunch formation. Quarterback changing the play. Dante Moore. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Knocked down immediately.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Here's Moore to throw. Right side, it's Hill. Breaks into the open. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
It's 1st down from the 11. gives it to the back on the draw. Oh, it's a fumble. And he gets back on top of it and averts disaster. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Tight end now in motion. They give it to him again. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Got it! He goes down. He needed to get forward to pick up that first down, and now they've got a decision to make on fourth. Looking for the marker. He is stopped short. Trying to get the first down, maybe a touchdown. Instead, they'll give it away on downs. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Right back to the well. He finds his way out to the 13-yard line, and they're out of trouble with a first down. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the back. Just gets rid of that one.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Throwing more. Makes the catch. It's Bear. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Moore will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. That holding call backs him up 10. It's now 1st and 20. Moore. Out wide right, it's Johnson. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Moore to the air again. Left side, it's Moore. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Ducks in the hurry-up. Changing the routes with his receiver. Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Turns it upfield. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Dante Moore. Gets it to the back. Here comes the offense on second down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down.
Here we go. Ready. Cue.
They'll send the back in motion. Here's Moore to throw. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Making the adjustment on the play.
Look. Chip. Level. Booster. Go.
Dante Moore wants to throw again. Moving out to the right. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play.
I've been there before, and I know how hard it is on 3rd and long in the red zone to not try and force a football in a small window. But when you do that, oftentimes you end up throwing costly interceptions that can lose you the game. Great job there by the QB throwing it away.
Good, right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Deep in the end zone, it's Parker. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. The run inside. It's Jackson. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Julian with the play fake. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise, when you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Say it. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Offense couldn't get anything going in rhythm there. They're just trying to give themselves some space. Couldn't come up with a completion on 3rd down. Looks like they're going to be punting.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Taken down right away. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up.
Lets it fly deep downfield. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
Now this offense is back on the field. Running inside. It's Jackson. There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal for them.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. Pulls it and fires to the left. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. They can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
2nd and long here. Here's Julian saying to throw. Comes down, it's Roberts. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Well, this tight end's really good at finding soft spots in zones. It's not just working over the middle of the field either, but also on the perimeter of the field. And that time, as soon as he releases off the ball, he knows there's no one following me, running with me. This must be zone coverage. Where can I post up and make this easy for my quarterback? He finds that spot. It's a nice game by the offense.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
At the 35, he's open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Say it. Fires quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Meadow on the end zone, he's got it.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Throwing more. Unloads to the wideout. Snares it outside. It's Bear. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
Drops back on first down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Line getting set on second down. Moore. Throws to the tight end. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Third and short now from their own 48. He's changing the play. Moore from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's got room. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Cuts it upfield. It's Jackson. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Thrust that arm out. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll try it over the left side.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Say it. They'll run the screen. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Play fake, Julian Sayin. Finds his man. Turning it on. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Out wide left, it's Smith. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Saying back to the air. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Second and goal for this offense. Throwing, say it. He wants it all. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it can go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. There are catches there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
They'll try to finish this quarter with a touchdown on 3rd and goal. Again, it's Sayet. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We start with a look at Virginia Tech taking on the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. And it's the Hokies sneaking out of here with an upset victory following this outcome. This ball club now stands at 6 wins. They've ensured themselves at the very least of a 500 regular season.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready. They're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Here's Sayin to throw. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sayet. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, you get the incompletion there on 3rd down. You've still got a half of football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down 1 possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, then you've got to stay out there and you've got to go for this, and you've got to dial up your best play to stay on the field.
He's brought down. Not a lot of room to take that one back. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Breaks into the open. He puts them in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to believe the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Long way to go on second down. Making the adjustment. Dante Moore makes the grab. It's Bear. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. In the gun on third down, Moore throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo. With the run on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Left side, it's Johnson. And they will score! Touchdown, Ducks! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Got room at the 35. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Here's Julian saying to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great play design. They've always got it working, and you know this offense is always capable of hanging 40 points and making it look easy.
From the gun, it's Jackson. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Gets the back moving. Sayin. Oh, pressure's coming. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Sayin from the gun on third down. Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on third down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Fourth down, Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Buckeyes! PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback signaling to his guys.
Booster, booster. Western, Western. Freeze, freeze.
Motion from the back.
Ready, go.
Here's more to throw. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down. Bunch formation for these receivers.
Ready, ready. 129, right, shift. Q. Square. Bubba. 95, 96, bridge. Blue. Chip. Go.
Moore to the air. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time. So first down will open up the final period. Throwing more. Right side, it's Johnson. Still running at the 40. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
There he goes! All the way! Touchdown, Ducks!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
He'll bring it out. It's Parker. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Keep it on the ground. See some running room. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Pickup of 13. And that's good enough for a first down.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Say it. Turns it upfield. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Fires left. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 30. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Looking for the score. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. Takes a handoff. It's Jackson. Gets it across the 10 to the 11 and a fresh set of downs and a little breathing room to boot.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it.
Here he goes. The 50. The 40. He's at the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. He's past the marker. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. They bring him down behind the line of scrimmage, and now he'll have to go back to work to get over 100 yards again for the day.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
Sweep. Return. Still go.
More. They're all over it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Quarterback changing the play. Moore will throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. 4th down, more. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time, they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on. And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Throwing, say it. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. The 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game and now up to 8 on the season.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He's got it down the right side. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Oregon. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. Now for the extra point try late in the game. And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. That one's going to get a little star mark beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeps it moving, it's Jackson. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Now here's Sayin, right down the middle. Wide open downfield. Ripped off the huge chunk play all the way to the 31-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Out wide right, it's Jackson. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Here's Sayin to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Sayin from the gun on third down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
Yeah, they didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end, and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Sayin to throw for it on fourth. And it's picked off for the third time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Ducks. Took it all the way back to the house.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And he tacks on the extra point. On the return, it's Parker. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Touchdown, Ducks! And they turn it into a defensive score. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. Oh, they blocked the extra point. He's got a chance to take this one back. Now he can return this. This defense slamming the door on any thought of a comeback, forcing the turnover and sealing the win. They'll snag it just inside the 10. And the returner goes down. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Sayin. Here comes the heat. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Oregon! The defense putting points on the board. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.